an anonymous copy of the signature card on January 30. He has no clue where it came from. On February 2, Representative Reynaldo Umali received an envelope purporting to contain also the same documents with signature cards, and he has no clue where it came from. What is a judge to make of this situation? The judge will, of course, turn to the rules of evidence, particularly Rule 131, Section 3, entitled Disputable Presumptions. The following presumptions are satisfactory if uncontradicted, but may be contradicted and overcome by other evidence. A, B, C, etc. Letter J, that a person found in possession of a thing taken during the doing of a recent wrongful act is the taker and doer of the whole act. Let me repeat. Disputable presumption that a person found in possession of a thing taken in the doing of a recent wrongful act is the taker and the doer of the whole act. If a person is found in possession of signature cards relating to a foreign currency deposit, which the law declares to be absolutely confidential except for the written consent of the depositor, if he is found to have it in his possession, he cannot say without more, for to allege is not to prove. He cannot say without more evidence that he does not know how it came to his possession, because then the law steps in and raises the disputable presumption that he was the thief of that signature card. That is the presumption in our rules of court. Of course, it can be overcome by substantial evidence, depending on the judgment of this court. Let me also go on, since I'm citing the disputable presumptions. Letter Y, another disputable presumption that things have happened according to the ordinary course of nature and the ordinary habits of life. Again, that is a disputable presumption. Normally, short ladies, short, long, tall, white, broad, etc., cannot give us incidents unless documents, unless we know her, or if she is anonymous, then we stop her. I've done that many times when I've stepped out of session hall. I've always stopped the person and say, what is your name? Where are you from? What is this about? I will then turn to my aide and say, will you please take care of this? And I turn to the visitor and say, you may follow it up with her. That is normally what a politician does. We don't just accept pieces of paper. In my case, for example, because of threats to my life in a prior position and in a prior life, I'm careful to identify the person who is giving me something, especially if it is in the form of a package that I cannot visibly see from outside. So, we have to presume that things have happened according to the ordinary course of life. Lumalabas ka, sukat ka binigyan ng envelope, wala kang pakialam. Saka mo na lang binuksan, tapos, voila, there's an presumably illegally obtained document inside the envelope. Ngayon sasabihin mo, hindi ko intindi bakit nadating sa akin yan. There's the law. The law says, pag hindi mo pinapaliwanag yan, ang ibig sabihin, ikaw nagnakaw niyan. Kung pickpocket ka at nasa bus ka, pagkatapos may nawalang pitaka at ikaw may hawak, sasabihin ng pulis, ikaw palang magnanakaw eh. Anong paliwanag mo? Ngayon din yon sa ating kaso ngayon. That things have happened according to the ordinary course of nature and the ordinary habits of life. The other congressman said, I was driving into my house. In the driveway, I found attached to the gate, or in a situation more or less similar, an envelope, and when I opened it, voila, there's the signature card. And there's no other further explanation. Is that an ordinary habit of life? To walk to your gate and find envelopes stuck there? Don't you have a mailbox? Don't you have a house helper who can be trusted to receive mail in your absence? So I just raised these questions because, Ms. Witness, it appears to me that your behavior was exemplary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
May I continue? I just want to ask a last question to this witness. The impeachment, the articles of impeachment was filed 12 December 2011. Is this correct? Madam Clerk of Court? Yes, 2011. Your meeting at the Red Garlic Restaurant happened in January,
Yes, Your Honor.
January 31st, 2012.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct. And at that time, you said that all the members of the Katipunan branch of PS Bank were present in that meeting, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Including the Control Bank Service Officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, but you said that he's no longer with your bank, and I asked you when did he separate himself from the bank? And if I remember correctly, your answer it was in June 2011.
That was the former branch service and control officer.
Not the that's a different control.
This one's a different one, Your Honor.
This was
with the same position.
this was the one that received the email